what are we doing today, dear?
Well, what we're going to do is hook up our Equalizer weight control hitch. And we're going to take our old one off.
Our old Easy Lift system.
Yep. So that's got to be the first part here. Hopefully this is a wrench. Socket.
Yep, looks like it.
Guess what?
All right.
They're both the same size.
So he needs to take those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts off on that side. And on the brand new one that we put on.
Yeah, the new one we just put on.
What, a month and a half ago? A month ago? Right there. It'll go with this system then when we go to sell it. All right. It's a great system. It's just not meant for as long and heavy a trailer as this is. All right. All right, so that side's off. And before you go to this side, after you get the other side done, we also have to take this, oh, I don't know what they call it. Being from the horse world, I want to call it a stirrup, but I'm not sure what they call it.
Looks like a stirrup.
The part that holds the chain on our current system for the weight distribution bars. So, and that's not even bolted into the A-frame. That's a pressure fitting. That's bolted onto pressure. If that makes any sense. Did I explain that well enough?
I'm hoping.
So, I have to mention the the fact that we need desperately to give our trailer a bath. It has been so rainy and muddy where we have been boondocking the last month and a half. Every time we clean it, it needs a bath the next time we're out. So we're headed back to Peace River tomorrow, so hopefully we can give it a quick spray down. Everybody probably looks at that and thinks how neglected the trailer is. Poor thing. Florida living in the summer and during rainy season. And hallelujah, autumn has decided to pay us a visit this weekend. Can actually work outside without sweating to death.
That always helps out, especially right now.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is reaching down between the propane lines. Trying to do this without taking the tanks off. It would be easier if you took the tanks off, but you know.
Yeah.
Hey, easy on those tanks.
Just ringing. Like a dinner bell.
Blink. Alright, so we ended up getting the Equalizer sway control hitch, 4-point sway control system. This is part number 90-00-1069. This is for 10,000-pound trailers with a hitch weight of 1,000 pounds, up to 1,000 pounds. So that's plenty big enough for our use, and even if we decide to trade that, when we decide to trade this trailer in, we will not be going above that weight. So this should last us quite a while.
Should.
Actually, it should last us a lifetime, actually, according to Equalizer.
Let's see. Guess what?
Guess what?
You ordered it with the ball.
I thought so.
Okay. I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, that way I didn't have to worry about torquing or anything like that. So.
Okay.
All right, here. Well, let's look at the parts list and make sure we've got everything. All right. So we need here. I'll let you look at this. You can read them off as you pull them out as to what they are. Make sure that we've got it. Okay. And she's very unhappy because she is outside of our zone.
Okay, what we got?
All right.
There's the pin pack.
So those are for the...
Should be the hitch pin clip, snap L pins, correct? Yeah. Here's your bolts. Let's see which ones. Doesn't say. Sway bracket. This says sway bracket pack.
Alright, so they've just combined them all in there. Okay.
Same with this one. There's the
bolt pack.
The bolt pack.
Okay. So basically, all these pieces and parts that are in these bags, you want to make sure that you get what's on these lists in this diagram. So I'm going to turn the camera off while we do that. Okay. Now, here's the monster.
There's the monster.
Isn't that pretty? This is the part that it all bolts onto. That's the part that slides into your receiver hitch.
Not too sure, but I'll save it just in case.
All right. So we are not going to show exactly how to put this together because the instructions in the book do a much better job of explaining it than we ever could.
Yep.
So we are just going to finish opening up, and I will show pieces and parts of this process as we get through it. All right, so there's the weight distribution bars. It's going to be a lot different beast to handle than the Easy Lift was. Ooh, those sound a lot more solid. Wow.
That's why you have this baby.
Yep. All right, let's get to it. All right, so before we make sure that the trailer is level to the ground, we need to take our leveling jacks up. I mean, not our leveling jacks, excuse me, our stabilizer jacks up. All right, you can do all four, babe.
Can't you get away at the front?
Nope. Alright, so we leveled the trailer to make it parallel to the ground. It is equal in the rear as in the front, so that the frame is parallel to the ground. So right now we are taking the old receiver out of the sleeve. we are going to insert the new one. And when we get to a point where we're at the next stage, I will come back. All right, so that part's almost 100% done. To make it easier, it is much better to do this with 2 people. It can be done with 1 person, but I'm telling you, make it easy on yourself and use 2 people. Yeah, he agrees. All right. And always follow the instructions in the handy dandy book. Never follow the instructions of a YouTuber without verifying that information. Or actually, I prefer it if you just check the book first and just use us as idea people. All right, so now we're measuring for the shank to hold the weight distribution bars. So let us continue on, and I will get back when we're done with that. All right, so the L brackets are installed per instructions, 32 inches from on center of the coupler. That's installed per instructions. We're hoping that it is it's set as high as it can go. We're hoping that that will work. We are unfortunately in a situation where we are having to do this at the campground, which means we are not on entirely level ground, and the truck is sitting slightly with the tail end in a dip. So I'm thinking, though, it looks right, and we're going to hitch it up now and adjust the weight distribution bars and see how close we are. Right, honey?
Okay. First measurement you have to take.
Well, now just wait a minute. We hitch up the truck first.
Yep.
And then we got to put the bars in.
We got to take our measurements first.
Alright, so Jeff just reminded me that before we hitch up, we have to measure what?
We have to measure the tow vehicle loaded for trip, but still uncoupled from the trailer.
Let's measure from the ground to the wheel well through the center line of the axle. They're talking about the front of the vehicle to the ground. Alright, so let's do that and then we'll hitch up. Alright, so we did the measurements with the front of the truck before we hitched up. Then we measured after we hitched up without the weight distribution bars on, and with just the hitch it improved. The front end only lifted 1/2 inch. Now we just installed new shocks in the rear, new Bilsteins. That has something to do with it, I'm sure, but very impressive. Then we installed the weight distribution bars / sway control bars, and our measurements went back to original within 1/8 of an inch. So tomorrow on our drive back to Peace River is going to be exciting to find out how much better it handles. Should be like night and day if all of y'all are to be believed. So, alright, now, yep, so the mosquitoes are starting to come out. Time to put tools away and get away from these bugs.